around for years. We just never noticed.
I think it lives on the computers in Kip K's basement that he uses to drum up views.
I always thought that the Toxo virus from cats is now on the internet because that's why we all watch cat videos. See?
Oh.
Yeah. See?
Oh, I like that.
We don't have the actual germs.
I've said too much.
We don't have the actual germs.
Yeah.
So what do you have to show us
Okay.
today?
Oh yeah. Welcome to the show. When we edit it, we'll stop it from it. Welcome to the show and tell.
Hello.
Yeah.
Look at us, all professional.
Yeah. All right. Aaron, what
do I have to show you? Okay. Well, so this is a project. It's not quite done.
Oh my God, the wires.
Okay. Let me explain this first.
Okay, explain it.
I have this friend who does a lot of podcasts, and he, one of the things that he wants to do is he wants to keep the explicit tag off of his cast, but he isn't always good at keeping his language clean, and so I was trying to think of good ways that he wouldn't have to watch the clock and write down the time that he was doing something. Someone mentioned as I was developing this project, isn't that just a stopwatch with a lap timer? And so that's a lot of what this is. But I wanted to give him a good method of being able to mark time as he was recording. So what I have here is I've taken this is an Arduino. And I've taken this your RGB LED character graphical display, and I've turned it into so this is what it is. So this is what it looks like when it starts, and I've got a little 4-direction plus a button joystick right here. When you press on it, it starts counting.
Okay.
And then you press you press this button to mark time. Whenever you want to mark time, you say a bad word, you press the button again. And then when you want to review, you stop the stopwatch, and you can click up and go through the various different times.
I like how the color changes when that's a really neat indicator. So when it's going at screen, and then when you're stopping and displaying stuff, it's red. That's clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to give some sort of indication. Here's where you are, and I was thinking additionally that you might set different colors up for, timer is stopped, timer is going, you're in review mode. Or if you were about to, I want to add this in. I'm going to have the times written to the EEPROM memory, so it can be transferred to a computer into like a text file or something like that. But eventually you're going to want to delete that so you can record more times for another podcast. And you want to have some color that indicates you're about to delete all of the times recorded in this memory. Make sure that you actually want to do that. So that's the project I've been working on.
Cool.
I don't think I've ever seen an RGB display on a stopwatch. Doesn't that seem like the most obvious thing now after seeing what you did? Like, why would a sports timer watch? Have you ever seen one, Aaron?
I haven't. I think a lot of that has to do with power consumption. I mean, that battery, you don't want it driving a lot of color very long, but it seems to me...
Well, it's on. It should be green while it's on.
Or like if it's a countdown timer, it'll eventually turn yellow. I've never seen anything like that.
Right.
Yeah, they just really don't want to spend the extra 30 cents or 20 cents for an LED.
Yeah. But that's kind of...
they're meant to be really
I love the type of projects that we're starting to see with all the components, the RGB LCDs, because it's a status indicator and people start thinking about ambient information in addition to what's on the display.
Right. Well, and I recall seeing a number of times, you see a lot of projects like the RGB LED orbs that kind of tell you the state of Dow Jones market reading based on color or something like that. But it seems to me like it's something that would be really easy to do. Like you wake up in the morning, you could have, instead of just like your alarm clock showing what time it is, you might have like a light somewhere in your room that gives an indication how late are you in terms of getting up. Is this green? Do you still have time to kind of relax? Is this red? Are you going to be late if you don't get out right now?
Flashing red, just call out of work. You're just not going to make it. The
visual cues and sort of audio cues, there are all kinds of things that we can pick up on really easily. I mean, when we drive cars, we start to hear things. You're like, is that normal? I don't, if that's not normal, I want to do something about it. And we should extend that to sort of all the different things that we do.
I saw a project, I haven't had a chance to post about it, but someone used a Linksys router, they hacked it, and they put in a little display, and it said how many minutes until the bus was going to get in front of their house, because they live in an area that you can actually know how soon a bus is going to be at a certain area because they have GPSs and it reports back.
Yeah.
So in addition to having an alarm clock, they have this ambient device, and they can always glance over and see when the next bus is going to arrive in front of their house. I really like that. And they pieced it together with a Linksys router that they hacked because it has a Linux.
That's the thing. It's the connectivity that's the hard part. That last little bit to get from the internet or the world to the device is very, very hard because Wi-Fi is really expensive. So like adding Wi-Fi to something, it's not going to be less than $50, and so that's why the problem is nobody really wants to spend that much money on an alarm clock. Yeah. So that's why it's hard. Like there's a Chermy alarm clock that had Wi-Fi, but it was $100.
Yeah. No, I like these DIY solutions. Well, thank you so much, Aaron.
Thanks, Aaron.
You're welcome. Thanks for letting me share.
Yeah, when you're finished with the project, if you post it up somewhere, let us know, and we'll post a link up on Adafruit.
Awesome. I will. Thank you.
Okay. You can stick around too if you want. We're gonna. Alex just popped in. Alex, hello. How are you?
I'm very good. How about you guys?
Good.
We're rocking out.
Show us your project.
So I've been working with just basic op-amp stuff, and I want really good quality. So I was, surfing the internet, and I found the STA 540, and this thing just gave me hell.
Is that audio op-amp? I've never seen an op-amp in a package like that.
Yeah, it's a quad op-amp that's supposed to be really high quality, and it just did not work for me. It seemed very easy to use from the data sheet. It totally didn't work. So I went the cheaper way out.
Audio stuff.
Yeah, it's a huge heat sink.
Yeah. It's unusual for that to occur. Usually the op-amp drives power transistors, but maybe they wanted to keep it together for some reason. That's very weird. I've never seen a heat-sinked op-amp.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, well, that didn't work, and it was a whole crazy mess with the breadboard because the perf board blocked it out and all that. So I used an LM386, and if you ask me, you get some really good quality from, I modified their circuit on their data sheet, and it sounds amazing. I modified their circuit on their data sheet? Yeah, and it sounds amazing. Yeah, and it sounds amazing.
You got the Mecco.
It's okay.
You?
Yeah, he's got feedback. Yeah, because he's not wearing headphones.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
You there? You still there, Alan?
Yeah.
Alright, there
okay. There you go.
Yeah. Alright,
Still there?
Yeah, no.
Alright, there. Someone has echo. Is it you, Aaron?
No.
Oh, you know what? I think, Alex, your speakers are catching the
Microphone.
The microphone is catching your speakers.
Your speakers further away from the computer.
Catching your speakers.
Your speakers further away from
We
the
use headphones.
Yeah, I'm on a laptop, so I just lowered the volume.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm on a laptop, so I just lowered the volume.
Actually, you know what we'll do? Well, here's what we'll do. You just start talking and turn off the speakers, and then we'll just wait. Start talking and turn off the speakers, and then we'll just wait.
blow my nose either.
Yeah.
So, for the LM386, I got some really good sound out of it, and my other more main project is me and my friend have been working on a robot that we want as a basic platform, Arduino-based, Bluetooth and radio frequency remote controlled. It's at his house. I'd show you if I had it. And we're planning to put this airsoft gun on it so it could shoot people if we wanted to. It's naive, but that's what we're planning.
Alright.
I like it. How much was that op-amp, by the way, the one with the giant heatsink? How much was that thing? How much was that op-amp, by the way, the one with the giant heatsink?
This was $3, the op-amp, and the heatsink was $4, I think.
Okay. At least they didn't charge you a lot, and it didn't work out. So what are you going to do with it? You're just going to, like, keep it in your collection of op-amps that didn't work out?
Essentially.
What are you going to do with it? Just going to, like, keep it in your collection of op-amps that didn't work out?
Essentially.
All right. Okay.
And a short Hangouts.
Yeah, some nights there's like 20 people trying to get in. And
It's
then
St. Patrick's Day.
it's St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, everyone's out.
out partying.
Yeah, I think
Party.
everybody is having Guinness tonight and wearing green.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well,
All
thank
right,
you
thank
so
you,
much,
guys.
Aaron. Thank you so much, Alex. Alex, when you're done with your project. Oh, wait, Tim just came in. Maybe we can grab one more person before we head out.
We're at Tim Show.
All right. Let's see.
Boop-a-doop.
Tim. Tim is beaming in.
Wait,
Beaming in from outer space.
there's no Tim there.
He'll pop in, yeah. I know. There's a problem with the transporter, Chief O'Brien.
Yeah.
We're in the parallel universe where everyone's two-dimensional.
Oh well. I'll show up next week.
Yeah, let's see. Tim? Tim, we can see a silhouette of you. Oh, Tim.
Tim prefers to remain
Okay,
anonymous.
well, we're going to have to set up for the show anyway.
Yeah.
So we're going to end it a little early tonight. Thank you,
Last
everyone.
week was crowded.
Last week was
Nice to see you guys.
Okay,
Good luck with your
bye-bye.
project.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye. Alex, when you're done with your project, send a link into Adafruit and we'll post it up on our blog.
Cheerio.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Bye-bye.